Hi everybody, welcome to Commander Critic. Today's video I just want to talk about a few creature cards that I find extremely annoying when somebody plays them. They all have a way to either shut down the entirety of what your deck wants to do or just partially, and they all force you to have to kind of deal with them before you can continue doing the thing you want to do with your deck. And again, let me know what you think about these cards in the comments. And please subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. And if there's any topic you'd like me to talk about on my channel, just also let me know in the comments and I'll make a video regarding those ideas and give you a shout out as well. So the first card I want to talk about is the top one on my list. And normally it's played in Eldrazi decks. But this one is Void Winnower. Basically, it enters the battlefield and it says your opponents cannot cast spells with even mana costs or cannot block with creatures with mana costs of even value. So we always say when somebody plays this card, oh, I guess we can't even, and it's really annoying to deal with because it's a large creature, has a big toughness, you have to deal with it. If your commander is not out and your commander is an even cost, you can't cast your commander. And there's several removal spells that are also even cost. So you have to really figure out a way to get rid of the card. Now you can. There are definitely ways to do so. But it makes you have to think, and everybody kind of has to get together to figure out a way to remove this card. And then usually it's followed up, if it's in an Eldrazi deck, with something even worse. So then you got to figure out, what do we do? Which one do we got to get rid of? We have to pick and choose. So another thing is, if they play this card and put Swiftfoot Boots or Lightning Greaves or something that gives it hexproof or indestructible, or Shroud or whatnot, then there's even something else you have to get rid of. And it can't be even cost. So it makes it really difficult. It's really annoying to play with. And I always give a good sigh when somebody plays it because it's like, now we got to focus on this. The second card that I want to talk about is actually on the Game Changer list. It is Drannith Magistrate. And it is a creature that says your opponents can't cast spells that are not coming from their hand. Which, first and foremost, if it's out on the battlefield before you cast your commander, you can't cast your commander until this creature's gone. Now, it's slightly smaller, but if they also give it protection and whatnot, it makes it more difficult to get rid of. But again, there are ways to do it, and depending upon what kind of deck you're playing, you may really need to remove this, because if you're playing a card or a deck that focuses on Suspend or Foretell or casting cards from your graveyard or just from exile in any way, it shuts down that deck completely until you can get rid of this card. So it really becomes annoying. It's not as bad as Void Winnower in my opinion, but it also can actually do more by stopping an entire deck strategy. Third card I want to talk about is I don't see it as often, but I do see it, and it is Collector Oof. It is a creature that basically says you cannot activate abilities of artifacts. So, in other words, it shuts down all your mana rocks, like your treasures, your Soul Ring, your Arcane Signet, anything like that, any artifact that you tap to do a thing. So, clues, you can't use those anymore until this is gone. Anything like that. It does shut down Isochron Scepter, which is also a kind of a good thing, depending. But other than that, yeah, it basically can hinder your mana base. And it's another thing that you have to get rid of. And if they give it protection, again, it makes it more difficult. So it shuts down a little bit about what you want to do. And usually if someone's playing it, they have ways to still continue to get the things that they need to do. So it kind of gives you a focus to remove that from the battlefield before you can really do a whole lot. Or you can still do some stuff, but in order to get your full potential, you need to get rid of it. But those are the top three, in my opinion, of cards that I just have to shake my head when someone plays it. I don't play any of those cards. It forces everyone to have to deal with them. and they're just really, really annoying when somebody plays them. But let me know what you think of those cards. Do you use them? I mean, it's a good strategy, honestly, if you use them, because it will hinder your opponents, but as far as playing against them, they annoy me so much. So, I mean, let me know what you think, and post in the comments your opinions. And again, please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I hope you have a great week. And until next time.